The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network.
Hello, everyone. It's the week of January 14th, 2019. My name is Taylor Cooper, and this might be news to you. What up, everybody? It's good to be back. We had a nice holiday break. What up, co-host Kev?
Yo.
What up, co-host Danny?
What's up?
We're all here. It's crazy. I'm excited to be here. It's like we never left. Technically, it's week 18 for us for season 4. For people who were checking us out while we were on break, thank you so much.
We're never leaving again. Ever. I don't like that shit.
We're doing some more. We will end season 4 in a while. Well, 10 more weeks or something like that.
Yeah, I kind of missed you guys. I had nobody to pick on. I picked on my wife for the past few weeks instead of Kev. So I think my wife is kind of glad we're back to recording too.
I'm glad to be back. It's a crazy thing because we had our dining room table all empty for the past couple weeks, and it's been wild. I've set it all up.
Changed the fucking tablecloth on me.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's a different vibe. It's a different vibe, Kev. It's a new part of the season, so it's a new vibe. You don't like it?
New tablecloth vibes.
You don't like it?
I don't mind it. Just you changed it. You didn't tell me before I came over.
I thought I'd surprise you.
Oh, I like it.
I was surprised.
Happy New Year to everybody, too. I hope everybody had a nice holiday. We could have probably come back last week, but we just decided to take one more week off.
I think you decided to take one more week off.
Well, I mean, maybe.
I was ready to come back last Friday.
I had something to do about it, I guess.
Well, I mean, I kind of had a part to do with it, too, because I was on the midnight shift. So
last week, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to record Friday night.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to miss the mid-season grand opening, mid-season... opener. I don't know what the fuck.
Whatever this is. Yeah. Mid-season premiere.
That's it. The mid-season
is that what it is?
Premiere.
It's all right. Yeah. I can dig that. Mid-season premiere. It's mid-season premiere week.
Mid-season premiere week.
We're never doing this again.
And for the mid-season premiere, we have a sponsor.
Wow.
This show is sponsored by the 610 Vape Den. Visit the 610 Vape Den for all your vaping, CBD, and Juul needs. 610 Vape Den is located at 2320 East Lincoln Highway, Coatesville, Pennsylvania, 19320. Their phone number is 484-288-8446. And if you guys mention that you heard about the 610 Vape Den on our podcast, Max will give you 10% off your order. That was the 610 Vape Den. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram.
There you go. They're good people down there.
Yes.
Wow.
Max is a good buddy of mine, even though he's a big Dallas fan. Now,
boo.
Listen, I got to give Max his due. He was born and raised down in Texas. So he's allowed to be a Dallas fan.
Okay, yeah. So he's not a fraud.
Right. And he's not one of those asshole Dallas fans. He's a really cool guy. And he's very knowledgeable about all the vaping, CBD, and Juul stuff. So any kind of vaping needs, go see Max at the 610 Vape Den. Tell him you heard from him through us. 10% off your order.
Disregard that he's a Dallas fan.
Disregard.
He might have a Cowboy sweatshirt on when you go in.
And you can send them a message on Facebook or Instagram and mention us as well and get this deal?
Correct.
Excellent.
Correct. Yep. Let them know you heard about them through us, and you'll get 10% off your order.
That's incredible.
Good stuff.
Do it.
Cool little place, too. Nice little lounge to sit down. You can try the juices. So it's a legit place.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
All right. Well, we got a sponsor. No big deal. I mean, kind of a big deal. Pretty big deal. It's a big deal.
You should make up your mind.
So, good news is we're back. And we got some things to talk about. But first, I want to hear about what you guys did on the break. How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? What did you guys do?
Christmas was great. Kids had a blast. All the presents came from Santa Claus, and they loved it.
All of them?
No, not
Oh, you
all of
son
them.
of a bitch.
I'm trying to give him a hard time.
I was so happy for you for a few seconds that you actually went with the whole thing from Santa.
No, we went with a no electronics Christmas. Nothing electronics.
Oh.
So Cole got like tech decks and games, and so we took Amy got a bag from the dollar store, like a big trash bag that was like wrapping paper almost.
Okay.
And we completely filled the bag with all board games. There must have been fucking 15 or 20 board games.
Oh, wow.
In this, the kids love board games.
Yeah.
And that came from Santa Claus.
Okay.
Very cool.
That's neat.
Very cool.
Yep.
New Year's? What about how was
New Year's? We took the kids over to Amy's coworker's house, and they hung out. We did an early New Year's for the kids, came home, and fell asleep before the ball dropped.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very mellowly back.
Yeah. Very cool. What about you?
Christmas was awesome. Everything came from Santa except one gift. Landon wanted a phone case from me, so I got him a phone case. But this was the first year that Allison and I actually went to sleep Christmas night, and we were more excited than the kids because we thought we hit it out of the ballpark this year. We really worked our asses off. I worked a lot of overtime. She worked a lot of shifts. So we were able to give our kids, a really decent Christmas. So it was awesome. I mean, I have no complaints. I did my traditional Christmas morning breakfast. Her family came over, and we went to my parents' house Christmas night. It was a great day. Yeah,
very cool.
Everybody was happy. New Year's, we got 3 kids. We stayed at home and watched a ball drop.
Yeah.
But also over the break, the biggest thing was the Eagles getting into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that happening.
Yeah.
That dinger off the post.
Double doink. So, that added a lot of excitement to it. We have a completely different football team now with Nick Foles running the show. And I think we're really, when you guys are listening to the show, we're in our time-space continuum right now. When you guys listen to the show, it'll be Monday. So hopefully there is good news that the Eagles went down and beat the Saints in the Dome, which I think is going to happen. So
Who do they play if they beat the Saints?
They'll play the winner of the Rams and the Cowboys. They play Saturday night.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Saturday, really? Tomorrow night?
They play tomorrow night, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
In our time-space continuum.
Yeah. So going into Sunday's game, if we win, we'll know who we're playing right away.
Is Dak going to be able to beat L.A.?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
We'll see.
I don't think so.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting week football-wise.
We them boys. That's all you fucking see on fucking Facebook.
Who cares?
Fuck them boys.
Sorry,
Max.
Christmas for us was good. We, my family from New York came down. Well, my mom and stepdad came down for Christmas, and then my brother Nathan came down for New Year's. Christmas was great. It was kind of crazy. My parents don't usually come down for Christmas, like the actual day of.
Right.
So that was kind of different because we've never done like the 2 spots before. Like we went to her parents and then down to my brother John's for some food, and we just kind of bounced back and forth, which was different for us because usually we just go to one place, hang out all day, and just chill. This time it was just kind of crazy, but it was a lot of fun. And then New Year's, we actually went to a friend of ours' wedding, Lee and Malcolm. Shout out to them. It was a lot of fun. It was at the Sheraton.
In Fraser.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, was it like a 5 o'clock wedding or was it a midnight wedding?
It was a 5 o'clock one. Well, they got married before we all showed up. They did like courthouse deal.
Okay.
We got there and we watched the ball drop. We were there till 12:30. I think it was over.
Okay.
It was cool. And
That's
they had,
cool.
they had like, they didn't have like a sit down meal. They had like stuff, like kind of like a buffet line type deal.
Yeah.
Where everybody just go up and get whatever they want and then dance, have fun. It It was cool. It was a cool excuse to go out, get dressed up for New Year's. You know what I mean? Like, we don't really do that much. You know, sometimes we'll go out or whatever, but we really don't go hard for New Year's.
I think that would suck to have your anniversary on New Year's. Just my personal opinion.
I don't know.
When Allison and I first started dating, I was house sitting for some friends of mine, and we threw a New Year's Eve party, and it was a very, very formal New Year's Eve party. I'm talking like wedding gowns, suits, the whole 9 yards. And it was so much fun dressing up and just getting shit-faced for New Year's Eve like that. It was so much fun for some reason.
Huh. I've done that a couple times.
It was
all right.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We had a ton of fun.
Well, you also knew a lot of people that were there too.
Yeah, I mean, her whole family was there. Jackie's whole family was there. Like, these are like family friends of theirs. So like, I knew quite a few people there. It didn't even matter. It was a ton of fun.
Yeah,
because like I said, I was wearing full suit, all that stuff. You know, just had mad fun. New Year's Eve, staying up late, doing the whole thing. Champagne.
Did you have a room
midnight.
in the Sheraton?
No.
We're
close
Uber
enough.
home?
No, I drove.
Oh, you're terrible.
I got to pull out my suit for tomorrow night. Alice and I are heading down to the city to celebrate our 10-year wedding anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you,
man. Happy anniversary.
We're gonna treat each other, and we're gonna go down to Del Frisco's.
Where's that at?
Down in Philly. I
You
don't know the exact address.
Gotcha.
It's the Double Eagle Steakhouse. It's a very, very, very well-known steakhouse. And we're going to go down there and celebrate our 10-year wedding anniversary.
Nice.
Get dressed up, get all fancy, and go blow a whole shitload of money on some really good steak.
On food.
Yep.
I want to talk about something very quick. And it's going to, I mentioned it before we went on break, talking about the Might Be Tunes podcast that we've been.
Yeah. This is your 5th podcast you're putting out, right?
Or
6?
This would be 6. But so what it is, for those of you who don't know, we're looking to do kind of a tiny desk type show. Eventually, for sure, we want to have video. Right away, we don't know if we will for the first couple episodes, but we're working on it. My friend, our friend Jake from the Manipulators, we did a episode of Let's Talk About It with them, Chuck and Jake and Tucker, and they have opened up their recording space. Call it the Pit, and it's a very cool place. And they want to help us put on this live music podcast. So I was down there tonight, and they've done some work to it, made it a little bit bigger, and there's lights everywhere. It looks really, really cool, and very cool speaker setup. They sent me the first live recording in the sense that we would be using for this show,
right?
And it's them in one of their new songs called Cold World. And we're going to play it at break, not yet, but in a little bit. But I just think it's so cool. It sounds incredible. And it gives you that live feel, but at the same time, very, very high quality stuff.
No shit.
Yeah. It sounds very good.
I'm excited to hear it.
And this is mixed by Jake. He does a very, very good job. And what I'm talking about right now is that if you live in our area, well, anywhere in Pennsylvania or anywhere, and you want to fucking come here and do a show with us, shoot me a message, shoot us an email, mightbenews247@gmail.com. Let me know, because we want to do this. We want to get people involved. We want to put on a show, but I want to let you know right now that this is a performance. Okay, this isn't a recording session. I mean, it is, but like, we're not recording your next EP or album. We're recording a show while you're there. You know what I mean? This is a performance. Come through. If you got a band, we got a drum set, we got all this stuff set up already. Just come through, put something down. If you're a rapper and you need some beats, somebody to play some drums and bass and guitar, we got you. It's there. Just shoot me an email. Message me on Facebook. Shoot me a DM on Instagram.
Slide into that DM.
Slide into it. Slide into it. If you want to get into Might Be Tunes, also let's talk about it. If you're an interesting person, artist, musician, filmmaker, blah blah blah, whatever. If you blog, I don't know. If you got a podcast. Speaking of that, I'm doing an episode of Let's Talk About It with Joe Schmo Radio. I was on their show, their first episode a few months ago.
Oh, that's right.
Alex Lyons,
Yep.
and Ian Draper. So like, it's going to be great. I'm going to do an episode with them. That's coming up. But this Might Be Tunes thing is going to be very interesting. I'm excited about it. The Manipulators are going to do the first episode because we're going to talk about the recording space and just give a real vibe of what it is. But I'm going to play a song of theirs that they recorded in the pit live in a little bit.
Live.
Do it live.
So like we're getting pretty legit. I mean, you're telling people that, hey, come make some music and we got beats and we got equipment like this. We're legit.
Very legit right now.
Shit, man. Like what happened over break?
We got a sponsor.
Dude, he's not going to be able to fucking walk through a doorway in a minute. Dude.
I can't walk. I can't even stand up right now.
I'm very excited. It's very cool. I mean, like I said, I was over there tonight. I posted a picture on Instagram of the pit, and it's a very, very nice place. And especially, it's in a basement, but it's a big basement. The recording space is they got it walled off pretty nice with some nice material to just kind of keep it low key. Very nice recording space though for a band. Like they got everything there. You can hook up. You can bring equipment if you want, but there's everything there. It's great. Just straight up hit us up. Hit us up on email or wherever.
What email?
mightbenews247@gmail.com.
There you go.
Hit us up. You can find us on Facebook. Shoot us a message on there. Whatever you want to do. I got a couple news-related issues or stories I want to talk about, not issues. One thing that I thought I saw this week that was very, very interesting. Scientists have spotted repeated blasts of radio signals coming from a galaxy 1.5 billion light years away.
Well, they said that because I read this article as well. They said it could be aliens. It could be suns, stars exploding.
Yeah, they have no idea.
It could be anything.
It could be, yeah. But the big deal about it is that realistically, unlike they show in most movies in space, there's no sound in space.
Right.
So the fact that this even exists is a pretty big deal, no matter what it is, right?
But it's not. It's radio waves. It's not sound.
No, it's not sound, but it's something that exists in fucking space that is coming our direction from somewhere 1.5 billion light years away. I don't care what it is. It's
Something trying to communicate with us.
crazy as shit, whatever it is. It's the only second time in history.
But the thing is that if it is stars exploding or something like that, how many of them have repeated? Like three or four of them or something.
This one repeated 6 times.
6 times.
Yes. This one repeated 6 times. 60 fast radio bursts detected so far. And they repeated 6 times.
And a star doesn't explode 6 times.
Right.
And it's coming from the same place. They can determine that.
It's aliens.
Dude.
It's aliens.
We can't send radio bursts. Well, maybe we can. I mean, I don't know how long it takes a radio burst to go 1.5 billion light years away. Like, what kind of radio burst you got to send out for that?
Like it's wild. It's crazy to think about.
Isn't that like Contact, the movie?
Yeah. Something like that. I mean, that's how it all starts. They're sending out feelers right now. You know what I mean? They're just like, oh, geez.
No, they're just coming to help us build the wall.
Yeah, people started. People probably thought we were part of the federal government. We were gone so long. Shut down. Sponsored by the federal government. Can you imagine? It'd be fucking awesome. Paid in the shade, baby. Well, not right now. Not right now. But yeah, it's crazy stuff right now in the world of politics. I don't know. I kind of had a interesting conversation about the wall on Facebook. It's a very fascinating thing to me.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a very fascinating thing to me because I just point blank period. We don't got to get into it crazy, but I just think that no matter what you believe about the wall, whether it's a good idea or not, I feel like we should all be able to agree that there's a lot of other really good things we could do with anywhere from $5.7 billion to what's the higher estimates for this thing? Like $27 billion.
We could use that money to pay all the government employees that are not being paid because of the shutdown.
I mean, you could take better care of the vets. You could take better care of the homeless. You could take better care of the mentally ill.
The water issue,
the water issues, all kinds of things, infrastructure, all kinds of things.
Let's get away from this government shit.
Okay,
Something real quick that needs to be addressed.
Oh, geez.
You did a poll right as we were going off the air.
Ah, yeah. What was the poll? We've been talking about French
fries.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Chick-fil-A won against Burger King.
Burger King.
Yeah.
And then it went up against
Chick-fil-A against McDonald's.
And then it won, McDonald's won.
McDonald's
And then
won.
we went McDonald's against Five Guys.
I didn't see the Five Guys one.
Okay, so we haven't done one
Haven't
since?
done the Five Guys one. So right now we're sitting, McDonald's is the ultimate fry as of right now till we do the next poll.
Who should we put them up against?
Five Guys.
Five Guys?
Five Guys.
That's-
Burgers and fries.
So let's just do the next one now. It's Five Guys against who else? Because Five Guys is going to crush McDonald's.
Well, no. How about this? Start it off against Arby's. Start McDonald's off against Arby's.
No, I did Arby's.
Did you do Arby's?
I did Arby's. Yeah,
Curly
'cause
fries?
Yeah, because I remember I did a Google image search for a photo of Arby's fries.
And it's been eliminated?
Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to the.
All right, so I got this
Facebook
other interesting story that I can't understand. I mean, I can understand, but it's horrific. Okay, let's see. Where is this? Phoenix. It's in Phoenix. Police investigators have begun to gather DNA from men who work at an Arizona care facility where a woman in a vegetative state gave birth last month.
That's crazy.
Yo, did you hear how long she was in the vegetative state?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years. And she gave birth last month.
Was she awake?
No. Like she's still in a vegetative state. Like,
What the fuck?
dude? And so they're taking DNA from all the male workers at the hospital because obviously
Somebody did something they
some
shouldn't have
fishy
done.
shit's going on. Not a lot of details are available about this because obviously she can't give consent to be put out there like this. The family is obviously outraged, traumatized, and in shock. Let's see. Detectives have asked men at the Hacienda Healthcare Facility in Phoenix to give buccal swabs. Investigators got court orders for those who didn't voluntarily give samples. There's no suspect at this time.
So I think that this is going to unravel into a lot bigger story than what we think. Because if she's in this care facility, it's not like you can hide somebody being pregnant.
Right.
Like, people had to know that this was going on. Nobody questioned it.
That's the one thing that I don't understand. So here we go. The woman is a member of the San Carlos Apache tribe, so she's a Native American. She's been in a vegetative state for 10 years. Let's see. The woman has been a patient at the facility since 1992, according to court records. That's way longer than that. I don't know. This whole thing I just saw this story, so I just posted it. I haven't gotten super, super deep into it. But one thing that I can see is that they don't have any real details about this. Like any real details. They don't have a suspect. They don't even have really, this is the only thing that they've got going on, I think, right now is checking these dudes for DNA. Which, if this guy was able to have access to do all that, I would imagine he probably would have fucking quit the hospital if he knew that she was pregnant. Or maybe he didn't know. I don't know. This whole thing is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. What were you looking for before this? Some poll thing?
Yeah, I was looking for the results. It was Arby's against McDonald's, and Arby's won 81% to 19.
Wow, so Arby's is the current champ?
So Arby's is the current champ. So it'll be Arby's Kirby. Shit. Arby's Curly Fries.
Arby's Kirby Fries.
Arby's Kirby Fries going up against Five Guys.
Okay, let's do it. Let's see. The next thing I wanted to talk about, real quick, before we go on break, Woodstock's coming back for its 50th anniversary. No acts have been announced yet.
Yes, they have. Foo Fighters.
Have they been announced?
Yeah. I actually heard it on the radio today.
Oh, then they must have just done it.
Yeah.
Because they said that they were coming soon.
Foo Fighters were announced and somebody else, but I can't remember.
Okay, so maybe they haven't done all of them yet?
Yeah.
Think? Okay. It's going to be excellent.
Yeah.
So
apparently it's in some yuppie part of New York that they don't even know if they're going to get approval.
Wow. They're planning it for August 16th.
Right.
Yeah. Huh. It's going to be interesting.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on it. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Once in a lifetime probably deal. Maybe not.
That's what they said about the first one.
And the second one. How many have they done? Would this be the third one?
Well,
No, this would be the fourth one.
Well, they did the one where Limp Bizkit broke everything.
Yeah. I remember the one, what was it, 1999?
Yeah, that's the Limp Bizkit one.
Was that one?
Yeah. That's wild if you go back and watch those videos.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty crazy. So we're gonna go on break.
We're gonna take a break.
We're gonna play this new track by the Manipulators called Cold World, and it was recorded live in the pit. And this is where we're gonna be doing Might Be Tunes. So check this out, and we'll be right back with What's the Point and Late Review.
Let's go! Pick it up! Jump! You're only here a short time and then you're gone, boy. Don't you take life for granted. Figure out what you want, you think you need, then you go out and take it. So fuck what they think and what they tell you. Time to place to undervalue. It's a cold world, you forgive me. We all know you gotta make a living. Do what you want, know what they need. You don't need permission to avoid greed. Every time they told you so what you must do, never added up to what you want to. And if you're not careful, rip your heart out, sell it for the highest bid to fill the pockets. Times out of 10 you can't comprehend. It's happening until your life comes to an end. Just take care and know your life is your own, so that day when all that's left is our own. So what in all? Hand in hand, we're gonna take it back, we're gonna make a stand. Fight for yourself, it's worth the price. And love and body line is only half a lie. So what in all? Hand in hand, we're gonna take it back, we're gonna make a stand. Fight for yourself, it's worth the price. Love and body line is only half a lie. Time I told you, so what you must do, never add it up to what you want to. If you're not careful, they'll rip your heart out. Sell it for the highest bid to fill the pocket. Times out of 10, you can't comprehend. It's happening until your life it comes to an end. Just take care and know your life is your own, so that they win all that's left is our bones.
And we're back. What'd you guys think of that? It's pretty good, right?
Yep.
I thought that sounded incredible.
Sounds really
great.
good, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Jake and the rest of the guys at the Manipulators for putting this stuff together for us and for giving us their space to do this. I can't wait to start with this and show you guys more of it. And we're just going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we, as I mentioned very, very briefly in the very, very beginning of the show, before we do What's the Point, I just kind of want to fill people in on what is left for this season.
Nothing. We're done after this show.
Thanks for listening. Man, we just got a sponsor and we're going to be done already?
Yep. See ya.
Well, check this out. So, as some of you know, Jackie and I just got married in August, and that's when pretty much all this stuff started. So, we just booked our honeymoon going to Jamaica approximately 10 weeks from now.
Uh-oh. Where are you going? Where are you staying at?
Sandals.
Nice.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, we're looking forward to it. So, I figure that's when we'll end this stuff.
When are you going?
We'll do, what is it?
When are you going?
March 21st, I think.
Okay.
Something like that. So we'll do 10 more episodes.
You're just going to give me the key. Me and Dan are going to come over and record.
You think you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I absolutely think we could.
You guys can handle the intro?
Wang it. Yeah.
Swang it?
Swang it.
But can you record all the other shows as well? Can you do that?
Fuck them dudes. Fuck them people.
You guys can like split duty. I don't care. We'll keep going if you guys can do that. But obviously, if I'm gone for a week, we might as well just cool it for a couple weeks and come back season 5.
What are you doing with Finn?
What are we doing? We're giving him to a family member.
You're giving him away?
Yeah. He's
No,
gone.
not Finn.
Of course not. He's gonna be well taken care of. He's the best boy. All right, you guys ready for What's the Point?
Yeah.
Here we go. What's the point?
Is there a point to this? What is your point?
Are you just going to sit there and look stupid?
All right. What's the point for week 18 of season 4 of Might Be News? My point this week is a story that happened while we were on break. Centoya Brown has been her life sentence has been commuted in Tennessee. Governor Bill Haslam granted clemency on Monday or whenever this happened, commuting her life sentence for killing a man who had picked her up for sex when she was a teenage sex trafficking victim. She was 16 years old, killed this man because he was acting suspicious, like she kind of feared for her life. He was a real weirdo, and killed this guy, and they gave her life for it. She's been in there for 15 years, and she's getting out on supervised parole in early August.
I still don't understand the supervised parole. I mean, you're getting her. They're releasing this chick because she obviously doesn't deserve to be in jail. Does she really deserve supervised parole either?
Well, I mean, it doesn't say in the article how long she'll be on parole, but I assume that part of the supervision is just kind of putting her in the right direction of reacclimating herself to life. I mean, first of all, when she got put away 15 years ago, she was super young, and a lot of things have changed, obviously, since then. And I would assume that part of the supervision part is just kind of putting her in the right direction, or at least making sure that she gets put in the right direction. Obviously, if she does some crazy shit, because she, who knows what's going to happen. Hopefully, she gets out and everything works out good, but they're just trying to make sure of that, I guess. So she did get put in there for murder.
Could you imagine getting out and somebody's like, or she says, Can I borrow your phone to make a phone call? And you hand her fucking a smartphone or something?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. The
could you imagine
thing's crazy.
that?
Yeah. I mean, everything's changed. So much has changed since she was put in. So, very cool story, and it gained a lot of celebrity attention. A lot of people were posting about this leading up to this decision, and it's just pretty cool to see something like that happen for her. Second chance.
I think it's completely awesome that she did this. I mean, she was obviously going to be, her life was over.
She's
basically.
30. She's 30 years old now. She still has a chance to make something of herself.
To live her life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, her life was over if she didn't kill this guy and escape.
Because before, she would have had to have been 51 years old to get a chance to get out, according to her original, sentence. So, very crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. What do you got, Kev? What do you got?
California man was caught on surveillance cameras doing some strange stuff last Friday. This fucking story is ridiculous. The homeowners had a smart doorbell that notified them that somebody was at the door. The man was identified by police, 32 years old, Roberto Daniel Arroyo. The smart doorbell saw him lurking outside, relieving himself, stealing a couple extension cords from Christmas lights, and fucking licking a doorbell. The doorbell, licking it for 3 hours.
For 3 hours.
Licking the doorbell for 3 hours.
What kind of doorbell was this? Asking for a friend. I mean, if he's licking it for 3 hours.
I mean, what the fuck is wrong with people?
Kids, stay off of drugs.
Bro, that's 180 minutes. That's 180 minutes.
Dude, did you see the video?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Dude, he's getting in there. He's like,
yeah, dude, he's all about it.
My tongue starts getting tired after about 15 minutes.
Dude, right.
Sorry, Allison.
3 hours. 3 hours of licking a doorbell.
just standing there licking it. Like, what did it taste like?
Dude, he must have been on some potent shit.
Schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Wow. Yeah, right. For real. Like, what the fuck?
What is wrong with people?
Where was this at?
California.
Oh, God. Just, who knows what he was on? Very crazy stuff. Danny, what do you got?
All right, so once again, it's another week, and it's another fucking stupid-ass challenge that these kids are doing. This one is now called the Bird Box Challenge, and kids are taking this to, like, a next level, and it's starting to become unsafe for them and for others. They're blindfolding themselves and trying to go about doing daily tasks. There was just a story that was released. Kids were doing the Bird Box Challenge and ended up rolling their vehicle.
Yeah.
Crashing their vehicle. I saw a video online of a kid driving about 60, 70 miles an hour down a highway, completely blindfolded, and the passenger saying, keep it straight, little to the right, little to the left. They were driving through a construction site with people working on the side of the road. And it really annoyed the fuck out of me.
It's absolutely crazy.
Stupid.
I mean,
Absolutely
you're
crazy.
this isn't like the Tide Pod challenge where you can just kill yourself. If you're going to do that, eat a Tide Pod. But this is putting other people's lives in danger now.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you what, if somebody hits me or my family because they're doing a Bird Box challenge,
I'm going to bird box their face off.
they ain't going to be able to see ever again. 'Cause I'm going to skull fuck them in the brain.
Their face.
Seriously, kids, don't be doing this dumb shit.
Don't be stupid. Stupid.
Good one, Kev.
I challenge you to the Bird Box Challenge, Danny.
You challenged me to the Bird Box challenge?
I challenge you to review Bird Box in the late review. I know it's a little late, but
You're just hearing about this?
Can't believe I'm just hearing
Why didn't I know about this sooner?
Danny, what did you think about Bird Box?
Do I have to wear a blindfold while I do this?
Just cover your eyes.
Just cover your eyes.
So I watched, you guys can't see me, I'm covering my eyes right now.
Oh, yeah.
So over the break, Allison and I watched the Netflix only show Bird Box.
Sensation. It's a sensation. Everybody was going ape shit over this.
And
Dude, it's 45 million views in like 7 days.
And like, I thought it was a weekend.
So-
wasn't that what it was?
Yeah,
I thought
it was
just
a
a
weekend.
weekend.
And Netflix is now trying to get this computer software that can tell when you're sharing your password with other people, like coming from different IP addresses. Because this was viewed, like 45 million times?
Yeah.
And only like 23 active people were on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
But no, so this is a Netflix only movie, Bird Box, with star Sandra Bullock. I thought Sandra fucking killed this film. I thought she did incredible. All the actors were incredible. If you haven't heard about this movie, there is this weird thing going on around the world where if you see this creature, this light, whatever the fuck it is, it brings back your deepest, your darkest, your saddest memory, and it makes you kill yourself. Any way, how? Hanging yourself, shooting yourself with a gun, jumping off a bridge, jumping in front of a car, getting run over by a truck. It doesn't matter. It just literally makes you kill yourself within seconds of this happening.
Yeah.
And it is of Sandra trying to get away from this species, monster, whatever it is. It was 2 hours and 4 minutes long, and I thought it was fantastic. It was more suspenseful than it was scary.
Yeah, it wasn't scary at all.
No.
Really. It was very suspenseful.
I mean, there was a few parts where I was like, "Oh shit," you know.
Yeah. Especially like the grocery store scene.
The grocery store and when
I'm still trying to watch this movie.
you haven't seen it yet.
No.
I'm not going to spoil anything
No.
for you.
You're spoiling it right now.
I'm
No,
not
you're not.
spoiling anything. I'm not.
No,
I swear to
seriously.
God, I'm not.
Also, the part when they were in the boat under the blanket,
Yeah. There's some.
that was a little bit scary.
There's some scary stuff, I guess. Yeah.
But-
very, very suspenseful.
She killed it.
Yeah.
She absolutely nailed that role. I'm giving this. I'll give it a medium 8.5.
Okay.
7, 8, 7.5, 8. I'll go with 7.5, 8.
I'm going to review a couple things tonight because we have time. And
Let me go first then.
No. Well, let me do Bird Box first.
Okay.
So Jackie and I watched it over break as well, and really liked it. All the same reasons that you said, Danny. Very well acted movie, cool story. I didn't like the ending. I'll give
The
it.
ending was kind of corny.
It was dumb to me.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 6. 6.5.
Okay.
It was good. Maybe 7. I'll give it a 7. It's my final score. I'll give it a 6. That's my final score. That's what it
Now, what did you give it?
I gave it a 6.5, 7.
Okay.
I was at an 8. I came down 6.5, 7.
So I reminded you about the end.
Yeah. Yeah. The ending was
Stop!
not giving anything away.
I'm not giving anything away, and somebody else will like it. I'm
Listen, do not watch this because of what we just said about the ending. Still watch the movie. It's still a fantastic
because it's really, really good.
It is.
It's good.
So over the break, I watched with my wife. I watched Blockers with John Cena.
Yeah, I watched that. I reviewed that, you son of a bitch.
Well, I watched it.
Now this
Who's the chick in it?
Oh,
Who's the
God.
chick in it?
You watched it. Go ahead, Kev.
Remember, the redhead.
I'm
The
sitting
redhead.
back.
No, Kev has a totally different opinion of it than you do.
No, it's I know who you're talking about. I forget her name. She is
Knocked up.
Yep. This is 40.
Yeah. Smoking hot.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I forget her name.
I'll
Yeah,
figure
go
it
ahead.
out.
I thought it was terrible. Absolutely terrible.
And you really liked it, Dan.
I thought it was funny as
I
shit.
thought it was dumb. It was stupid. I didn't want to watch it anymore.
Leslie Mann.
Leslie Mann. I thought it was a terrible movie.
What ruined it for you? What didn't you like?
When I put it in and started watching it, like it was bad.
There were some corny parts acting,
It was so bad.
but there were also some parts where I was laughing out loud.
I had no laugh out loud moments. None.
It explains so much about you.
Dude, it's
Dude, that's
stupid.
weird. I watched it. I thought it was pretty funny.
No, I'll give it a 2 for the $2 that it cost me at Redbox.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
So how do you really feel?
dude, I thought it was terrible.
See, I would give that probably 6.5, 7.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny.
yeah, I'm right there at about 6.5, 7.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I'm
bad.
trying to get harder on my grades here. I am, because I realize that I give a lot of 8s, 9s, whatever. So I'm trying to be a little harder on things and really just be negative about it.
Oh, you're trying to
You're
take
trying
my
to be more
road.
like Kev.
Yeah, I guess I got to be kind of in the middle somewhere.
Well, if we're gonna do that, can I do another review real quick?
Go for it.
Do it. We got time.
I watched the Ellen DeGeneres stand up on Netflix.
Oh, did you like it?
I hated it.
Really?
I wouldn't even give it a rating because I turned it off.
No way.
Do not do stand up, Ellen.
That's where she started.
Well, that's where she needs to finish. I did not like it. I felt very awkward. Like when you're watching a comedian and they're just trying too hard to be funny, that's what I felt.
Okay.
And I had to turn it off. I couldn't watch it.
Okay.
Were you watching it with your wife?
Yeah.
Did she dig it?
She fell asleep.
It's a different vibe though from her show.
Completely different vibe.
Right.
Like you watch her talk show, you watch her game show,
Yeah.
and then you watch her stand up, and it's like you're putting on a front for everybody when you're doing your shows. If this is who you really are when you're doing stand up,
Well, she has come out and talked about that she has considered giving up her daytime show because of that. Because,
oh really?
Because like she's, people stop her in the street and expect her to start dancing and all this stuff, and she's like, that's not who I am all the time. Like there's times where I'm just like anybody else,
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
So and she's been doing it for so long, you know what I mean? So and I think that's why she came out with the Netflix thing.
Okay.
It's to kind of like flex a little bit different,
I did not. I was not a fan.
Okay. Jackie watched it. She liked it, but I didn't like ask her for a grade or anything. I haven't watched it yet.
I'll give it a 1.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. She just stick to your talk show.
I'm going to review a couple things. I watched both of the movies that you guys watched, actually, and I liked them. But Jackie and I watched a 8-episode first season on Netflix. It's a sci-fi original, and it's called Happy. And it's starring, I'm blanking on the guy's name, but he was the cop in SVU.
Right. I forget his name too.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
Jackie just told us.
Yeah, she's sleeping.
Jackie, what's his name? Oh, thanks.
But yeah, hopefully people know what I'm talking about. He's a guy from Law and Order SVU. He's not on there anymore. But the premise of the show is very, very interesting to me. Basically, he is a ex-cop now turned drugged out and alcoholic hitman. And he basically, this other across town, this little girl is at some like festival at the park at night with her mom, and she gets kidnapped. And she sends her imaginary friend, Happy, to go find somebody to help find her. And what's his name? Christopher Maloney. Thank you. Christopher Maloney.
I follow him on social media. He's a great follow.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'll
He's a
check him
funny
out.
guy.
But he's in the show Happy, Danny, and it's awesome. It's very violent. Anyway, she sends her imaginary friend Happy, who is this tiny little CGI'd blue unicorn with wings, played by Patton Oswalt. And
Is it a show or is it a series?
it's a show. It's a show series. Yeah, it's the thing. But it's on Sci-Fi, but they're putting it on Netflix.
okay.
And they finished the first season, and it's only 8 episodes. And they leave it open for a second season for sure. I just don't know if they picked it up for a second season or what's going on with it.
So I'm on IMDb right now. That's where I asked you because it says it's 60 minutes. It's a TV series. Season 2 returns 2019.
Okay, excellent. Because this show is very violent. It's very crazy. Some very extremely weird shit happens in it. But it's really good. It's really funny. It's definitely not for kids.
I mean, when you read the caption of the movie, an injured hitman befriends his kidnapped daughter's imaginary friend, a perky blue flying unicorn.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts. And like the little unicorn helps him find this girl. Like it's crazy. But like first he kind of has to like figure out that he's real. You know what I mean? Or like
How
show
big
him
is
that
this
he's real.
thing?
like not big. It's small. It's like probably the size of my hand.
Gotcha.
And it's just flying around. And he's the only one who can see it. You know what I mean? So like,
So he's talking to it, walking down the street.
oh yeah, dude, the main guy kills it in the show. He's hysterical to
He's
me.
always been a good actor.
He is hysterical and very, very badass in the show. I highly recommend it. I give it 7.5, 8.
Did you watch it on Netflix or Sci-Fi?
I saw it on Netflix.
Okay. I might have to check it out tonight.
You should give it a whirl. Like I'm telling you, there's some weird shit in it, Danny. I'm telling you, there's some weird shit in it. It gets very dark at times, but there's some very, very crazy shit in it as well. The last thing I'm going to review is a movie we watched over break. Ryan Gosling's latest, First Man. It's a story of Neil Armstrong and the Apollo, early stages of the Apollo program, and how he came to be the first man on the moon and everything that led up to it. And I have to tell you that this movie was way, way, way more intense than I was expecting it to be. Way more intense.
I saw previews for it and I want to see it.
It is Neil Armstrong, absolute badass. Absolute badass. And they absolutely nailed the moon landing. I thought that was a really cool, because spoiler alert, Neil Armstrong lands on the moon at the end of the movie.
That's real?
I mean, in the movie it is.
He really landed on the moon?
I believe it.
I thought
believe it.
he drove a bicycle.
It was absolutely intense. Very, very crazy movie. Ryan Gosling kills it. I learned a lot about Neil Armstrong that I didn't know, and I learned a lot about all of the sacrifices, human sacrifices that went into that mission.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that I knew that I forgot about. A lot of people gave their lives to that mission. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's absolutely a great movie. 9. I give it a 9.
Really?
I do. I give it a 9.
Wow.
The flight scenes and everything, like I'm telling you, Neil Armstrong was a total badass. Absolute crazy. So Kev, what do you got for this week in history?
This week in history, I have January 14th, 1973, the Miami Dolphins became the first NFL team to go undefeated and have a perfect season. January 14th, 1990, The Simpsons premiered on television.
Wow.
January 15th, 1943, the world's largest office building was built. The Pentagon.
Huh.
January 15th, 1967, the first Super Bowl was played. Green Bay Packers 35, Kansas City Chiefs 10.
Wow.
January 16th, 1920, Prohibition begun.
Wow. Huh. Jam-packed week in history.
Yeah, buddy.
Great job this week, guys. I'm glad we're back.
Yeah, me
Me too. I missed it.
Yeah, I missed it too. I got a full weekend of this. But we're gonna have a all new Let's Talk About It coming up. We're gonna do Might Be Tuned soon. This week though, we have Relatable Radio tomorrow. We've got Might Be Sports. I can't wait to catch up with Kevin Reevy. Hopefully we have an Eagles win against the Saints to talk about.
God, I hope so.
It's going to be either way. I can't wait to catch up with him. Then we got all new Might Be Brews on Friday. It's Might Be Brews.
So if the Eagles beat the Saints, could it be a repeat?
Listen, I'm telling you right now, you heard it here first. Not on Might Be Sports. You heard it on the Might Be News Network. Whoever wins Sunday's game, the Eagles versus the Saints, that team is winning the Super Bowl. Guaranteed.
Okay.
I will go so far as to say that the team who wins on Sunday will go to the Super Bowl. That's as far as I'm willing to go right now.
Okay.
As far as I'm willing to go right now.
Back to back.
Whoa. I mean, like, listen, I'm not saying that they can't do it because it's absolutely possible. But first, we got to beat the Saints. And we could be talking about this after an Eagles loss. So we'll see. We're in the wrong time space continuum to be talking about this.
I'm so excited for Sunday's game.
Me too.
I have that Super Bowl swag back that I had last year.
Yeah.
Going into the playoffs.
For sure.
I have that feeling. I have that swag. I have that confidence. And this is a lot different of a team that played the Saints in Week 11.
Are they as hungry as they were last year?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yes, that
sure.
fire is back.
Yeah.
That fire is back.
Let me just say something, and I'm going to talk more about this on Might Be Sports. But I didn't give up on this team this year, but watching the first Saints game and then watching the Dallas game was very, very tough. And the secondary was absolute garbage at that point in the season. And it was so hard to watch. But they have pulled it together, and they have done things that I didn't expect them to do. And for that, I have to say that I was wrong. I didn't think that they would make the playoffs. It was kind of a miracle that they did. But now that they're in it, anything can happen. And hopefully, like I said, we're talking about this after an Eagles win.
The way this defense has improved and became more of a family in the past 6 weeks is nothing short of incredible. It really is. Because we were going from thinking that wide receivers were going to have to play cornerbacks to now. Do you realize we had the number 1 red zone defense in the entire NFL?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy to me.
And now we have Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham who are playing complete lights out.
Yeah.
Our DBs are playing incredible. Malcolm Jenkins looks like he's back in his prime again. This team, especially with Nick Foles running the offense, because one thing Nick does good is he does long time consuming drives. And those long time consuming drives, they give the defense time to catch their breath and rest. And when you have that, your defense is going to be so much better. So I'm excited. I'm ready for back-to-back. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be real crazy. So why don't you shout out our sponsor one more time then, Danny? Because I really enjoyed hearing you do it the first time.
Yeah, once again,
it's very official, by the way. It's very official.
This week's Might Be News show is sponsored by the 610 Vape Den. 610 Vape Den is located at 2320 East Lincoln Highway, Coatesville, Pennsylvania, 19320. You can reach them at 484-288-8446. Go visit Max for all your vaping, Juul, and CBD needs. Mention that you heard about the 610 Vape Den from our podcast, and Max will give you 10% off your order. Once again, that was the 610 Vape Den. Mention you heard it from us, 10% off your order.
Now, we've been doing this for 4 seasons. We've talked about countless companies, businesses, places, things, and people. And after various things that we've talked about, we've said the phrase, they don't pay us. That vape shop pays us. They pay us.
They
Boom.
don't.
They pay us.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do, Kev. Stop being so dumb.
They are an official sponsor.
They're an official sponsor, Kev. We're taking major steps. 2019. New year, new us. Right?
Yeah, buddy.
We got more stuff coming. 2019 is going to be a huge year for us, folks. If you've been along for the ride this long, expect big things. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of fun. CJ and I have been working on some things. We're working on getting on a couple more platforms, including YouTube in the near future. Maybe YouTube might happen before the end of the season, but definitely for next season.
There is no next season. We're not taking any more fucking breaks.
Kev, you are full of shit. I'm telling you right now.
He's got a point.
We're taking breaks. That's our format. We go for like 27 weeks.
That's your format, and I'm sick of it.
Well, I could give a shit what you're sick of at this point.
NBN Network.
.com. You got it. Killing it, Kev. Telling you right now, people, Might Be Tunes. If you are interested in doing some shit, hit me up. Might Be News 24/7. That's might be news 247 at gmail.com. Holler at us on Facebook. Shoot us a message. If you're in a band, if you're from around here, we're in Pennsylvania, holler at us. Chester County, Pennsylvania. Holler at us. We'd like to hear your music. We'd like to talk to you more about it. We're reaching out to people that we know, but if we don't know you, holler at us, please. Trying to make this big, trying to do the damn thing. Also follow us on Twitter if you want to. Whatever you want to do. We're around. Tune in tomorrow for Relatable Radio. Peace out, Kev.
mbnnetwork.com.
You're true inspiration, Kev. Great job tonight.
Thanks.
Danny, peace out, buddy.
Peace out.
Great job tonight, Dan.
Thanks. I think you did a good job too.
Thank you very much.
You did a terrible job.
I'm so hyped to be back, except for I wish Kev was fucking... Get the fuck out, Kev. I regret giving you a ginger ale. Son of a bitch.
You're stingy.
I told him he can only have one.
Only one.
Make it last. You son of a bitch. All right, guys. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow on Relatable Radio. Tune in for the rest of the shows. Might be Brews on Friday. Might be Sports on Wednesday. See you guys next time.